All right. This is a review of the Beistle Blackjack and Craps set. You can find this on Amazon for around $13 right now. Um, this is the way that the pack comes. I did already open it, so it's already unstapled. So here, I don't know, however you pronounce that company name, Beistle or Beastle. I guess if it's German, I guess it'd be Beistle. Anyways, whatever. Comes in this bag. Let me set this over here. A little suffocation warning. This is the stick or the rake for the craps. This is the on-off button and marker for craps. A couple of craps dice. They're small. They're not, regulation size. I guess they're half an inch. The corners are rounded as opposed to like the real die that are going to have the sharp corners. Comes with a pack of cards. I haven't opened it yet. I was just going to keep it closed. I will bring some cards out here so we can see the scale. I'm not guessing that these are the greatest cards, but it does come with some. It says they're poker cards, even though this is a blackjack and crap set. Set those here. Well, I guess I can keep this out for scale, but a little bit of instructions on how to play blackjack. It does, suggest things like establishing your house rules before you start playing, of course. Basic craps information. It does not talk about the odds payouts, so you're gonna have to look that up yourself, because that's very important for craps. The felt itself is rather small, and I knew that going in. Usually you'll see them, and they're actually cheaper to get a felt. Usually I think they're one-sided though. That's a full 36 by 72 or 3 by 6. This one is 18 by 36, so it's I guess a quarter of the size. It's little. But for what I do with my videos, I don't need, if I had the whole big thing, you wouldn't be able to see the whole thing. I don't know if you can tell. It feels like a pretty decent felt material. It's hard for me to tell what you can see, but it's pretty thick. I've been using a fleece blanket over a piece of cardboard. That's what this has been, which is it's actually not so bad. It doesn't have any markings, of course, and I can change the color just by putting out a different blanket. But this is nicer. It's smoother. Every once in a while, a card might get a little caught on the fuzz in the blanket there. Obviously, this has some creases in it from being in the box folded. Those should go away. It has, on the blackjack side, it does say blackjack pays 3-2. Dealer must draw to 16 and stand on all 17. So this is a dealer stands on all 17 kind of table. Insurance pays 2-1. That's pretty normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 positions. They're tight. Here's the standard pack of cards. That box is just slightly smaller. If you can see that. It's silk screened on here. It's pretty thick. You can when you run your finger over it, you feel it. It's a little cheap, I guess, but it's much nicer, nicer setup for what I'm doing. So there's the cards. I mean, these are my used casino cards here. So I'm not sure if that one's in frame. I'll keep that one out. I think we can see 5 hands. Oops, that's dealer's card. It works. It's a little bit tight. If you start throwing some chips, behind these. Yeah, look at that. Nice casino, how you can place your bet after you see your cards. There's There's plenty of room. Well, I guess I didn't give the dealer a card. There's plenty of room. You know, this works. If you know, insurance bets can fit on here. Everyone's going to be a little tight. You know, there's your, I'll do it so you can see it. Here's your scale of the size of it. The whole thing comes, it's 36 by 18. You know, I don't know. You're going to really have 7 people over playing cards all at once. So let's say, you know, you had 3 people over. There. Okay, everybody's got their own space. Plenty of room for 3 people. They're a little bit tight. But if you don't have room for a, you know, a big 3 by 6 full-size table, that works. That's pretty good. Okay. The other side is blackjack. I'm sorry. The other side is craps. Turn that over for you. Again, it's silk screened. Little defect right there. Might maybe hit that up with some whiteout or something. It's nice that it's the whole table. It's both sides. You know, rather than just being just this half or that half. You get the whole thing. Obviously, I'm gonna need to construct some kind of a box if I want to throw the dice in, and to keep them in place. There's the button again for a little bit of scale. There's a playing card, and here's this way. Here's some ruler for you. So let's say, you know, your pass line is about a foot. So you've got, again, how many people are you really going to have playing? I guess you can have some people out here on the ends. I mean, you could easily, you know, craps, you can really crowd them in. You can easily have room for, what is that? Like, this is a, here, I'm going to do this, because I'm pretty sure it's not all in frame. Just, you know that the other side is the same thing. Easy room to have 4 players per side. Easy, at least. It starts getting a little bit small up here once you start placing bets. You know, these chips are, what are they? 1.5 inches. The box itself is about 1.5 inches by 2.25. You know, the don't area is kind of small. I guess I'll leave those. But it's there, it works. You know, once you start trying to, you know, if you have 8 friends playing with you, you are going to run out of room on the hard ways, unless you can figure something out. Button says on and off. So, you know, you're going to, I guess, I don't know. I guess if you've got, you won't have place bets on there usually, so that's fine. Then you can turn it off when you move it to the side. There's no buy buttons or no other small on-off tokens to turn bets on and off by the call. But you can figure something out for those. These, by the way, these are my chips. These chips do not come with the set. So yeah, I guess, you know, the rake is good. You know, the roll comes out. So rather than, you know, the house manipulating the dice this way, which you wouldn't do, and perhaps changing it. Oh, look, 7 out, 7 line away. You know, you can move them with this. I guess that's nice. It has, you know, a typical rake is more like an L, but this is fine. Oops, see, I just changed the dice. Okay, yeah, we don't want to start you with a 7, so there you go. There you go, shooter. So this can work. It's a little bit, gives it a little pro touch, or professional, you know, real feel. Give them to that guy, drag him around. These little hooks are kind of nice, that way they don't slide off. Not much else to say. I'm looking forward to using it. Now I can, if you've been watching my videos, I do my daily reel deal blackjack. So it'll should enhance our experience there a little bit. Oops, that's not a chip. And now I can start testing some craps systems. Like I said, there's no, it does for the hard ways say what the payouts are. Sevens, five, that says 5 for 1. Is that right? I don't usually play that bet. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Any craps. But it doesn't have them up here. You know, 6 to 5, whatever it is. I forget. I have to look them up. I usually just count on the dealers when I know what I want to bet, and I let the dealers do the math. That's their job. But if I'm going to start running things, I'll have to do it myself. It does say pays double on 12s and on 2. It's a bar on the boxcars over here. Same here. Anyways, pretty decent set. Looking forward to using it. Thanks for watching. Bye.